Hello and welcome to a new episode of Seaside to Superstars. Got a busy episode for you today. We've got all of the transfer window roundup to go through, all of the new signings to show you, and there has been a lot because we had a lot of changes we needed to make. We needed to build a brand new team essentially after last season. There's also the return of a club legend, as well as our first match of the season in the Bet Victor Premier Division Central. Right, so as I said, busy transfer window. Our first match this season is against Gloucester City in the Central Premier Division. Probably going to spot this before I get a chance to show you, but we're going into the transfers. There has been the return of an absolute legend, but we're going to go through the outs first. So Callum Yeats has left to go to Keith. Not too bothered about that one. Kieran Lofthouse left as he's gone to Darlington. Big loss for us, that one. But obviously he's gone to a team that's playing in the Vanarama, so kind of can't blame him for leaving, but he was a good player last season. Again, Adam Shibek, he's left us. He's gone to Telford United, who are in the Vanarama National League as well. So he's moved on to better things. That's kind of left us short of goalkeepers. Charlie Reaney has left us to go to Gateshead, so another one that's stepped up to the Vanarama National League, and he's just a youngster that's left us to go to Willsborough Bridge. Wasn't too bothered about that one. So obviously some building needed to be done because we had already a very small squad towards the end of last season. You've probably already seen the name in the transfers, but we'll go through these one by one. So Christian Cummings has been brought in as a new left back. He previously played for Peterborough. Well, he didn't really play, but he was there, so he's had a bit of training from a League One side. He's got the potential to be a National League North or South left back for us, so that's good, assuming he doesn't leave. He's better than Fleming, so I believe he'll be starting quite regularly, even though he's only 18. Aaron Cooper has come in as our right back, so he's on the other side. He previously played for Wolves. Well, he was trained at Wolves, so Premier League background for him. Obviously good coaches have brought him through. Good potential. He's got the potential to be a National League right back as well. Liam Mora has come in as our new right midfielder. Barnsley. Got to keep my Barnsley connections alive. So he's a Barnsley youngster, a man after my own heart. See if he were born anywhere nearby. No, he was born in Buxton. So he's not a Barnsley lad, but he's come through Barnsley's academy. He's going to be starting quite a lot of games for us as well. I'll go through my first choice 11 when we get to the match. Then we've got Steve Jennings, who's come in as a striking option. I have brought in quite a lot of strikers. I've released a few players as well. I'll show you them in a second. So he's come in as one of our new 3 forwards. He's previously from Sheffield United, so another local club to myself, and he's born in Rotherham, so he's a Yorkshire lad. So Yorkshire lad joining me in Skegness. Here you go. Jim Mitchell's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's a star player. He only managed to make 3 appearances for Grays Athletic in the North Division and scored a goal. Man of the match. And then they released him. So when I saw him come up available for free, I went, I'm having him back. So yeah, Jim Mitchell's back. Obviously he's going to be thrown straight in. He's going to be starting for us again. It's brilliant to see him back. He only actually left us for about 3 months. I think he left us in March, and I've obviously signed him at the back end of July. So we all know what to expect from young Mitchell. Let's just make sure he can step up to this level. He's currently operating at National League North or South level already, so he should do more than enough. Kevin Spinelli, he can play inside forward on the left, but I've brought him in to play up front as well. He's going to be playing on the other side of Jim Mitchell. He's previously from Accrington Stanley in League One. Then we have brought in Akhazen, who has come in as another striker. So I've brought in 3 brand new strikers plus a backup striker as well. He's going to be my backup. As you can see, he's not quite as highly rated as the others. So he's going to be our new bench striker, hopefully impact sub. He's previously from Chelsea. So we've brought in some cracking players here. Julius and Dean has come in as a centre-back. He is awesome, apparently. He's previously of Stoke, who were in the Championship at the time when he left them. And the last one is Alex Rutter, who has come in as a new goalkeeper after... Go on, Shibek left us. He's just going to be our second choice keeper. He's come in from Airbus UK, but previously for Swansea. Was playing regularly for Airbus UK last season in the... I think they're Irish. No, it's Welsh, in the Welsh Premier League. So yeah, he's played at a pretty decent level, to be fair. He's played in... I don't know why I had to check that it were Welsh, it says there. Yeah, he's played in 2 of the Welsh divisions, assuming he were part of a promotion that year. So I'm surprised they've let him go. He looks like he was their first choice keeper last season. Who have they brought in his place? Sean Pearson. He don't look as good. And Ryan Monk. He don't look as good either. We might have got the better half of the deal here. Did they get relegated? No, they're still in Premier League. So they've apparently let the first choice keeper leave. No, Ryan Owen that game. Alex Rutter. Yeah. So first choice keeper right up until the back end of the season. And then let him go. For some unknown reason. Right, so released players. Adin Aaron. He's gone. He never really got going at Skegness. He had a few games for us. But he was more of a winger than a striker. I don't play with attacking mids, so I just let him go. Before the season switched over in June, I also released Elliot Ford, Jameel Ibble, and Keith Carter. So this is how I intend my first choice starting 11 to be, with the exception of Malarkey. I want to bring in another centre-back. I've got these 3 guys on trial, so hopefully one of these will stick around. Kunert is hopefully going to be a replacement for Hodgkinson on the left. And then I'm wanting Snodden and Mullock to come in as centre-backs because I don't have any at all. So if these 2 sign, as well as these 2, I'll have 4. So yeah, this is the starting lineup. It's good to have Mitchell back. Jennings and Spinelli are going to play either side of him. Akhazen is on the bench. I've got Anderson for another season on loan. Unfortunately, he's started to take a dip. I don't think he's going to be able to force out any of these new guys that I've signed. But he's there as an option. We know what he's capable of. Hopefully he can still do it at this level. And now we've got our first game of the season. It's at home against Gloucester City. I think there was anything else I needed to go through with you. I did write some bits down. I have made notes this time round because obviously when you play off camera you forget some stuff. Where are we? Oh yeah, I've signed a new contract. They've given me a contract extension and they've given me a £60 a week wage rise. My reputation has improved as well. So yeah, new contract until the end of this season now. So just giving me one year at a time, which is fair enough because as we go up, my wage should go up. The team is already picked. Let's see what we can do. So we're facing a Gloucester City side with no players in that I recognise. That's fine. It's unlikely I'm going to at this level. Morale needs to improve a little bit. They're expecting us to avoid relegation this season. That's all the board are wanting from us. So it's going to be tough. There's some good teams in this league. Kettering Town, who I actually had trials with in real life. That's fine. That's gone wide. We can deal with that. Aidan McAdams is going to be our first choice keeper this season, assuming he books his ideas up. I did bring Shibek in last year because McAdams weren't making me feel particularly safe, but He seems to have developed a little bit, so with any luck he can make that first choice spot his own, and I don't need to bring in a keeper to replace him. I have to see how Rutter gets on. Walsh is in, that were a bit too easy. Cummins has picked it up. Hodgkinson has given it away. Still doing that then, are we, lads? Oh, there is something else I need to show you as well. Mitchell's back. Come on, Mitchell. Jennings. Oh, too easy. We've apparently just made a save, but there were no highlight, so it couldn't have been that good of a shot. Malarkey. He was just brought in last season to make up numbers, so I'm not really feeling it having him in the centre of defence. I'm not going to let him go yet because I want to obviously bring in some backups, so he could potentially drop down to being 4th choice. See if the other 2 lads sign that's on trial. Otherwise I can keep looking. My worry is that the guys I brought in, some of these players are absolutely cracking, and it's I can see a repeat of last season. If we start to do well, are we going to start to lose them again? Oh, the keeper's too far off his line there. What are you doing, McAdams? You should not have been that far off your line. You made that finish far too easy for Kotvika. That's a shame. Right. We need to give you a kick up the backside, don't we, lads? Throwing in his own half. Usher Shipway. Cooper. Obviously, it's going to take the guys time to settle a bit because I've built a new team here. There's only, what, 3, maybe 4. There's 3 and 4 if you count Mitchell. Familiar faces in the squad, so I'm not really counting Malarkey because he didn't have a lot to do last season. They were making up numbers signing that one. It's offside. I could see you were offside there. That's why I didn't celebrate. Let's have a look, see what I need to change. Jennings is not having the best of games, so let's give Akazan his debut. Mora's not looking fully match fit yet. Cian Flynn's still here. In fact, Cian Flynn could play on left. I don't know why I didn't pick Cian Flynn to start. Usher Shipway's having a bad game as well. I am looking for another central midfielder because I don't have any backup for Usher Shipway. Salis is not natural to this position as an advanced playmaker, so I don't really want to have to rely on him if I don't have to. McManus is in too easy here. Missed a couple of tackles. Yeah, it was easy. Obviously, the team dynamics is not there yet. The guys don't know each other, so I'm not going to get too worried. It's only the first game of the season, just as long as we don't go down. The plan of this year was to consolidate. I weren't expecting another straight promotion. But we've not given a terrible account of ourselves. 16 shots, 8 on target. 62% pass completion. That's not terrible, is it? So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that episode. It's great to see a club legend back in the team. Hopefully he's going to kick on now and stick with us this time. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, please consider a subscription. Turn on your notifications to keep up to date with my FM20 content. And I'll catch you in the next episode.